We're gonna go equipment shopping. We are fixing up our 2588. Kind of see, we got the sieves out. After 2,200 hours of work, metal tends to wear thin. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today I am actually on a road trip. I am in Northwest Illinois right now. We're gonna go equipment shopping. I got a buddy of mine who's gonna be selling a piece of equipment that we are in desperate need for next year. And as my GPS just telling me I'm getting close. But do you guys have any guesses on what we're gonna be getting? It's nothing too spectacular. It's gonna cost under 20 grand, but it's gonna provide us a lot of efficiency and directly affect me for sure. So for the spring, you guys got any guesses? Put your comments down below. You can kind of see it's definitely winter here in Iowa. It is January 9th, I believe. There's snow everywhere, snow and ice. There's probably 5-6 inches of snow on the ground still. And this is some nice farm country out here. It's all flat. Looks like it'd be decent ground too. Not like your central Illinois black dirt like Mr. A Trippy farmer Andy gets to farm, but hey, not too bad. Put your guess in the comments down below on what you think that this purchase potentially will be. Crossing Interstate 88 right now. Also, I wonder what this is. Solar farm maybe? Big fenced off area, looks like it's brand new. Power lines, a lot of power lines coming to it. I bet that's gonna be oh, it is a solar farm. I see solar panels. Interesting. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm in my office right now. And throughout the course of this video, I'm just gonna hop in a couple different times and kind of give you guys a little bit more information to catch you guys up. Because Happy New Year, and we are finally caught up on videos. Alright, just leaving my buddy's place. He just showed me everything I wanted to look at. Couple things were not quite what I was expecting, but hey, for the price point and what it is, we might still pull the trigger on it. We'll see. But at least now I got to take a look at it, see what we're dealing with, and I'm hoping we'll see what we end up with. I'm actually gonna head up to the farm right now. We're doing a ton of work up on the farm. So right now we are in the middle of hauling cattle. We're bringing in new calves. We haven't hauled a load of fat cattle to the processors in a couple weeks, in like a week and a half, I should say. But I mean, in total, we've sold about 2/3 of our fat cattle so far, so we only got about 250 left. So that leaves room in our feedlots to start bringing in new calves, because we got a bunch of different local customers, the guys that we always take their calves. So they're wanting to get rid of their calves, so we're starting to haul them in. We basically use our pickup and our gooseneck trailer to haul all those cattle. So Pat and Nathan have been real busy doing that, checking the new calves. Once we get them in, we gotta really keep an eye on them, walk them about twice a day, just to kind of make sure they're all doing good, adjusting their new habitat. We had to treat about 12 calves yesterday, just because, you know, they're not adjusting as great. They're getting sick. We want to catch diseases and whatnot early, so that's what we do. Another solar farm. But yeah, like I said, I'm in Northwest Illinois. Decent ground, nice and flat. Slightly rolling, nothing like what we farm. And I don't know if I've mentioned this, guys, but we did sign the dotted line on something brand spanking new. You're gonna want to guess it. Guess down below. I'm not gonna tell you in this video. I don't want to give that away, but do you guys guess down below? Because we did sign the dotted line on something brand spanking new, and I am pumped because it was beyond needed, or whatever I want to say. But so yeah, today we're heading up to the farm, see where I can help out. I'm either going to move round bales, stock bales off the field. We are ripping in the 2588. There's some things that are just worn out that we're replacing before we sell it, just to kind of give the next owner the peace of mind, saying like, hey, we were going to do these repairs over the off season. We're not just going to hand you a piece of junk machine that's wore out. I wouldn't say the 25 is a piece of junk, but it had some stuff that's you get wore out over 2,200 separator hours. So we're replacing the transition out of the body to the elevator. We're replacing the clean grain auger trough. We're replacing a couple unload augers. We're replacing the unload auger flighting, I believe. So get some stuff we're replacing, just so the next owner has a good machine. So let's head up to the farm. I'll see you guys there. Oh, bump. Ouch. So for those of you guys who don't know, I wear two big hats in my life. First one, a lot has to do with my farm. My family farms up in Preston, Iowa. And when I say my family, my uncle is the primary owner of the farm and operator, and his two boys will be helping out full-time come the spring because they'll be done with college. We also have a lot of part-time help. We have one full-time guy on top of that, and like myself, my dad, Nathan's friend, Curtis's friend, Pat's father-in-law. We have a lot of part-time help that helps on the farm. If you guys have made it this far in the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Ugh, cat hair. All right, I just got up to the farm. It's 9:30 or so. Farm's a sheet of ice, so we hauled gravel in some spots where get semis in and out for hauling these cattle. You can kind of see we got new calves in. These are about 8 to 10 month olds. We're gonna feed them out. This yard was completely sold out. We sold the last load and hauled that out. I think it was Christmas or New Year's Eve, something like that. So yeah, we have a lot of cattle sold. 2/3 of our cattle are sold. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to the shop, see if anyone's around, and I think I'm gonna start working on the combine again. So as I was mentioning before, we are fixing up our 2588, putting like a couple grand of parts, a lot of time and labor into this thing just to get it nice and fixed up for the next owner, next future owner. So I can kind of walk you around what we're doing. Kind of see, we got the sieves out. Here's your lower sieve, upper sieve. Here's your residue curtain, spinner blades for residue shields, auger trough. So we're putting a new auger trough in. We replaced, this is the part that was leaking. It was the transition from the body to the elevator. So this was leaking. We had a part in there that was cracked that we fixed. We're replacing this bearing. And then, like I said, I'm gonna work on that auger trough here this morning. And yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get it done. So this is what we pulled off. This is the clean grain floor. So basically, when the grain comes through the combine, it gets thrown to the side of the machine. And a piece wore out, so we kind of fabbed up a little pipe just to kind of get us by. You can see it's real thin metal here. We just got the new piece in. It's kind of tough to see, but you can see it right underneath there. New piece is in. See brand new paint, non-dusty. Now we just got to tighten all the bolts up. Because again, like I said, uses these sieves, which are basically teeth, uses these moving back and forth in air to separate grain. Grain will fall through, trash will go out the back, trash will get spread out here. And then grain will actually go through the bottom, land on that floor, right there. Land on that floor and then get augered to the side and up into the grain tank. So we replaced the floor that was on the bottom where all the grain gets through, because after 2,200 hours of work, metal tends to wear thin. But I also work full-time for John Deere. Specifically, I'm an engineer on this machine right here. You see that? X9. Pointing to the wrong side. X9, John Deere. I'm an engineer on combines. I'm a test engineer, a traveling test engineer. So that's why during the summer you don't see us doing a lot of hay videos or anything, because I do most of the filming. I'm gone a lot during the summer. Man, it's bright out after working in that darker shop for a while. So Alan's gonna finish tightening up the clean grain auger trough. I'm actually gonna run up to Kuhnall's. I need to get a bearing. We had to change the transition from the clean grain auger floor, which you guys just saw, to the elevator, which the elevator is just a paddle chain that goes back and forth. There's a transition in between there, and that wore out as well. In order to change that out, we actually had to pull the bearing off. Well, the bearing was kind of marginal, so we were just like, oh, let's just ditch the bearing, and then so now I'm gonna go get another bearing for it. Curtis and Nathan are just finishing up chores, and Pat is hauling cattle in the flatbed. And there's the bud man. He came down to go get a bale of hay and some feed for the cows down in Bellevue. Just getting up to Kuhnall Implement in Preston, our local Case IH dealer. Case IH, Kubota, New Holland, whatever the heck else. Got the bearing. Simple, easy as that. 5-minute parts run. That's one of the big reasons why we run red, guys. They have good performance and everything, but all machines break down, and when they break down, you need to get back up and going quick. And being 5 minutes away from a Kuhnall Implement dealer or from a Case IH dealer, Kuhnall Equipment, means a lot. So let's head back to the farm. And look who this is. It's the bud man. Wave. And what my dad does is about every week or so we like to come up here to the farm. We get like 2 buckets of ground earlage, which is a real good treat for the cattle, and we like to get a good bale of hay from up here as well. Just like I said, it mixes up the ration. It doesn't give the cattle all hay. The cattle don't have to scrounge for all their food, and it gives us a kind of an excuse to come and check on them, because the cattle all like to come in when they see us coming down the road with that cart. So that's why my dad likes to come up here and do that. So as you know, I haven't been posting for a while. It's been about a week and a half or so, but I've been just doing other projects and kind of put the camera down for a while because A, I haven't been up to the farm, been doing a lot of stuff around the house, and B, there's just not a lot going on that's not repetitive. We're feeding cattle, we're bedding cattle, we're moving calves around, and we're hauling corn. So I'll get some videos of that eventually, but not really rushing to put those out. But one thing I have finished up that you guys haven't seen yet, it's our basement. Don't mind that sweatshirt right there. Look at this. It's a little different than last time you guys seen it. Moved the table from there to there, and I built the pool table. I can go into a little more details if you guys want. Comment down below. Got the bottom all taken care of and buttoned up. Got the cross ties back on there, which is basically a member to keep the frame tight and not have it bend excessively. Got that clean grained auger trough on. This is another piece we replaced. The transition from the auger trough right here to this elevator, because how corn does, or grain goes to this auger trough, gets augered to this side, and then goes up this elevator. It's just a paddle chain, which has got little paddles like this that raise the corn up to the grain, I should say, up to the grain tank. So it was the transition from the auger trough and the auger of the body of the combine to this elevator, little transition tube that was worn out as well. So we got those all fixed. So now we're just gonna button this elevator back up together, and then we're on the home stretch. Only a couple small things to do, like change the engine oil or change the hydraulic oil, and really just, I think that's the biggest thing left. This is the piece that was wore out, basically the transition from the auger to the elevator. This lip right here where a lot of grain comes up, so we kind of wore that out, so we put this new piece on. That new piece, and a couple other smaller things as well, like we're flipping all the knives and making this combine field ready for next year. So right now I'm just going through flipping all the counter knives on the machine. So when you're in like a tough stemmy crop like soybeans, you need to have more knives in your chopper coming out of your rotor just to size up your residue. And after so long, your knives kind of get dull. So I flipped them, had one bolt kind of break off. I got to grind it off here soon, and then I'm gonna reinstall it and probably head home here soon. Well, hopefully soon. Alrighty, counter knives are all flipped. Let's go ahead and take this thing into the machine and get her installed. So sorry for the lack of light, but here's what I'm changing. I'm actually inside the combine right now. There's the auger, clean grain auger. The rotor is right above me. And here's the counter knives that I just changed. I'm just, like I said, I'm in here, so it's kind of tough to see, but yeah. Just got it all swapped out. Got one. These dumb things are everywhere in here. Let's go feed them to the cats. Make them like me. Look at the little baby. Here, kitty, kitty. Let's see if I can give it to the young one. See if they'll like me. Look at that. That's a new calf. We did buy a couple cows that had fall calves a couple days ago. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Well, come on. You're supposed to like me. Why don't you like me? As a token of friendship. Why don't you like me? Like me. Like me. Aww. Okay, fine. See how it is. Alrighty guys, like I said, it's a slower time of the year, so be sure to comment down below if you guys want any farm tours, grain bin tours, and any interviews with anybody. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see on this channel throughout the next couple months during winter. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to also comment down below if you guys want a combine engineer's perspective on how a combine works. Comment down below if that would be of interest of you. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe. Ta-ta for now.